Is Bitcoin dying? "2018 has been a long, dark, bloody year for cryptocurrency. Will 2019 be nothing but the same?" Is Bitcoin dead? Is it dying? In this video here today on the Bitcoin YouTube channel, I'm going to talk about just some positives of Bitcoin, as well as some negatives. Some things really detracting from the value of Bitcoin. And let me tell you, there are some very big, bad negatives that I think are really impacting Bitcoin in a much bigger way than some people want to accept and realize. And on the contrary, I'm going to show some reasons why I think Bitcoin still can be very valuable. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the outlook for price and how this may not be the bottom. First things first, let's get to the title of this video. Is Bitcoin dead? Well, right now, people are searching more so than all of the year combined if Bitcoin is dead, according to Google Analytics. The last time people searched if Bitcoin is dead this much was when Bitcoin was tumbling down aggressively and dramatically from about $20,000. So this isn't good. This is a very good indicator that we are at least hopefully towards the bottom of this correction. So to bring it back to the title of this video, is Bitcoin dead? Well, according to 99bitcoins.com, Bitcoin has died over 300 times. So yes, Bitcoin could be dead, but it may very well be coming back soon and coming back very strong. That is because, I guess, Bitcoin's a zombie. When you compare the search numbers from "is Bitcoin dead" compared to just simply Bitcoin using Google Trends, you'll see that Bitcoin has had a little bit of an uptick, but overall I'd say that would be from a negative point of view. People are just looking for Bitcoin news, really looking if Bitcoin is dead. So I wouldn't really look at that as a good indicator, but I'd rather be infamous than no one knows. So at least, a few more people are looking at Bitcoin right now. Maybe they're buying in. But come on, let's be honest, they're probably not. For the first time basically ever, we've had a large decrease in hash rate on the Bitcoin network. And we can see this as exhibited right here. You can look in November, we can see a very sharp decline in Bitcoin hash rate. However, I do want to say that this is not entirely because of the price, but I do think that some mining farms have gone belly up or just in conservation mode, or like, let's just try to get out of this hardware at whatever price we can, and we're going to cut our losses here because we can't afford to be running here in the negative. Our electric rate was too high. I'm just throwing out an example scenario there. But there's also the current hash rate war, dubbed hash wars, which we've actually talked about here on the channel some, which is pulling a lot of this hash rate. But it's very important to note that the hash rate has decreased significantly for basically the first time ever in Bitcoin. What do I think of this? Well, I would say that this is a very good indicator that we are at least hopefully approaching the bottom, or like things are about to get very, very terrible. On the topic of Bitcoin hash rate, this is a really cool chart and just concept. And while this is a little bit out of date, it's going to be close enough that we can use it for this video. And that's just going to be the cost to mine. Okay, that's going to be the production cost. What are you spending on electricity to produce on average 1 Bitcoin in the USA? And we can see, there's plenty of states where you're producing for around $4,000 to $3,000. One of the most notable states with a large amount of cheap electricity would be Washington State, and the cost per this chart is to produce Bitcoin at $3,300. And just think about that. We're about to reach the point where that Bitcoin production cost is at or below on the average value this chart has for these states. There's going to be some farms that have negotiated better rates, and thus they will be producing Bitcoin cheaper. There's still the associated hardware cost, but as Bitcoin plummets in value, hardware will be roughly the same or cheaper to buy. I bring this up because I think the production cost of a coin adds value. Because if so, you can just make something for free, out of thin air. For example, I'm not hating on these specific coins, but just to use, I actually like, some of these coins I'm going to name. But for example, XRP Ripple, the infamous, XRP, the standard thing on crypto Twitter. And then there's also other coins like Neo and plenty others that essentially generated their coins or tokens out of thin air. And they have no real production cost. I mean, yeah, you had to like pay a developer and stuff, but when I say production cost, I mean coins that are associated with proof of work. And that production cost is going to be the electric spent, which creates a cost for this good. And cost, to an extent, should create some sort of market value. Because, if this isn't free, so I obviously can't give it away for free. I'd be an idiot. And, again, there's going to be some debate here, but it's just something I want you to think about. And really just realize that that's one of the reasons why I think proof of work has great value and has great merit. Another cool piece of information I like to analyze in regards to whether Bitcoin is dead or dying or doomed. You get it? That's the whole point of the intro. Did you guys like that intro? Let me know in the comments below. If you didn't, well, too bad. I liked it. But what I'm trying to get to is this. Bitcoin days since all-time high. We can look at this chart and we can see, we got some minor blips. But for example, right here, Bitcoin's all-time high took 610 days to breach. And then from there, it took another 200 days to breach that all-time high. And then we had the 3-year drought, which led to the all-time high being reached in February of 2017. Then we had some awesome times as the bull run kicked off. And then it went down, and it's been a bad time ever since. This year, I mean, it's been 341 days since the last all-time high. Just think about that, 341 days. Everyone, myself included, was like, oh, things will get better next month or the month after that, or we'll be good by summer or end of the year. November's historically a really good month for Bitcoin, except for, of course, November 2018 when I've got Bitcoin going on. But, it's bad. There's blood in the streets. Is Bitcoin dead? Is it dying? There's a lot of factors at play. I don't think it's going away, but I don't think we're in a good spot yet. Now to get to some price talk. If you look at the current Bitcoin price, which will just refresh, that's trading at $38.61. And if you compare the Bitcoin price to just the last 7 days, we peaked out here 7 days ago at over $5,000. And we were quickly approaching $3,000 just a couple days ago. It's rebounded slightly, but not enough. We can see this, up 15% from a Bitcoin 14-month low. That is never something you want to hear when you're in cryptocurrency, because don't forget, everything trades against Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's not worth anything, the value of your token is more than likely going down, whatever that token or coin or whatever may be. We can see that it fell down to 34.74 and then bounced back up. Right now, it's been hovering pretty steadily between 3,700 and 4,100, I would say, even down to 3,600. Right now, according to Bitstamp, it's trading at $3,800, which a lot of people would say is undervalued. Some would still say it's overvalued. If we take a look at some technical analysis, this is Magic Poop Cannon, which has a debatable name, but I've been following him for a while, and I hate to say that this is a good call, but he makes good calls here. I'll have a link to his profile if you want to check him out in the video description. But you can see this is what he's saying, and this is when he said it. And look at that arrow's going right through it. I'm not saying that technical analysis and chart reading is always the best thing for cryptocurrency, but you can't deny that it is absolutely right, at least sometimes, and certainly a skill there. Basically, what he's saying is that we've got a possible to rebound back up to 4,500, but he says it's more likely that we will go sub 3,500 USD, which isn't good. It's not good, ladies and gentlemen. This video is not about all of the drama associated with Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin ABC and Bitcoin SV, but I do want to touch on it because I think that this is doing big damage to cryptocurrency as a whole as far as credibility and just not being a joke. You've got this one project, splits up into two, you got ridiculous ABC, SV denominations, it's trading on exchanges, it's confusing, and it's really just not good for overall just general public adoption. But all that stuff aside, I'm not saying that one side is right, so one side is wrong. Actually, I will. Craig Wright is absolutely crazy, whether or not you like him or whatever. But Roger Ver has not done anything good, in my opinion, over the last year since he started all the drama between Bitcoin or Bitcoin Core and Bitcoin Cash. Because it's ironic that he's dealing with Craig Wright in this manner because he was the Craig Wright to Bitcoin last year.
Thank you, guys.
If we click over here to Craig Wright's Twitter, it's always just something aggressive or drama. Time to clean up this town. Bitcoin is about commerce. It's time to remove the anarchists and make it grow. It's just, I mean, could you show your dad this and then be like, hey, Dad, you should invest in crypto? Like, no, absolutely not. And it's a joke, man. I mean, there's certain ways to go about things, and don't think this is the right way at all. However, I still love cryptocurrency. I still believe in cryptocurrency. I still think bad actors cannot totally destroy cryptocurrency. I think that they can hurt it. I think that they can damage it. I think we're in tough, trying, bloody times for cryptocurrency. And for one, I just want to lay it out there. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving cryptocurrency. This stuff can go, we can have Bitcoins in the hundreds. I'm not leaving. But I do want to say, be careful with your investments. Personally, my outlook is that we will continue downward. I don't think there's enough good news. I think that manipulation is certainly taking place in a very bad way. I think we're going to see some bad news compound on top of this. I don't think that futures can single-handedly save us. And I still think there's going to be a big exodus of not only cryptocurrency users, but also miners as these prices continue to drop. And miners are an integral part of the cryptocurrency ecosystem because, one, they support it from the ground up. They support that infrastructure, the whole decentralization, generating the coins, moving the coins on the network, distributing the hash. But they're also big users and holders. Miners move coins more than many other people, other than simply traders that are just, day traders, boom, boom, boom. And even then, if all that movement is taking place in an exchange, it's not the same as moving coins just outside of exchanges from wallet to wallet, address to address across the network. So to move to my summary, I think that we're in a bad time. Things have continued to get worse, and unfortunately, I think that things will continue to get worse for a little while. But overall, if we're talking real long term, I'm hopeful, and I know that things will turn around. I don't know when. It could be another year. I hope it's not. I really, really, really hope it's not. But, again, if you're into cryptocurrency, you got to be into it for the long haul. But don't be dumb with your money. Don't be stupid long. Don't be crazy bullish that you burn yourself, that you lose all the profits you made. You lose your hard work. You deserve to be part of this revolution of currency. And to be an early adopter, you deserve some profits. So with all that said, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to the VosCoin YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up on the video, and leave a comment and let me know what you think. Do you think Bitcoin's dead? Do you think it's not dead? Do you think this YouTube channel of mine, VosCoin, is dead? I don't know. I hope not, but I hope that I see you next time. Thanks for watching.
I just wanna be with you. Yeah, I just wanna be